just like the way that you view moments and the way that you capture pieces, that in itself is an art too.
Yeah.
Collecting a film book just of like things that we just would regularly go through. Like
Exactly, yeah.
The headphones on again. So you know what that means. We're gonna be talking. But first, let me make my nightly ritual tea. Tea's great for you. Drink tea. Y'all fuck with my art. I think it's wonderful. There's nothing left. I boiled it all away. Alright, King. It's that time of the night where I perform my nightly routine and speak. Because if I don't speak now, this is where I don't speak and drown out the speaking that should be done with doom scrolling or other irrelevant tasks that provide me no growth or reflection. And I write in here. And I would just like to talk about this notebook for a moment. This leather green bound notebook that I had bought in Italy over the summer and is almost full. Each page is filled front and back with words. This is like a book. You know, by the time I'm done reading, this is a book. This is like a volume of my life, a chapter a season, you know? And the same way I think of this as a book in like its history of my life is the same way I think of videos and photography and art, as it's like a documentation of like my mind. I'm gonna read something I wrote the other day. I wrote, when stimulated or not, recently I've been reciting the words, change the relationship with myself. When I first heard this phrase, it was during one of those late night talks, when the relevance of time is irrelevant, where topics of struggle, love, and loss surface, and where barriers that hold a human back from opening up are dropped. A space only some siblings might understand, where one talks and another listens, lying in your brother's or maybe sister's bed. You don't know why, but you make sure not to listen too comfortably. Perhaps the vulnerability in the exchange of words and stories is what limits you to only the edge of the bed, where ears catch the words, but the eyes don't often meet. With a great tea, I write. It's cold now. This is what it looks like to construct a photo album. And I'm trying to do it in chronological order of the event. I really enjoy flipping through this photo book, and like each section of photos kind of unfolds as its own story. What I do with photos that don't make it, I start a box of them, put it in there, and call it a day. Well, this one's empty, but previously, negatives. And I just started a class at school where I'm doing dark room photography and developing and all that fun stuff. So maybe once we start doing that, I'll make a video on it or something. And what I think is super cool is how in this book, I kind of captured the seasons without intentionally trying to do that. This one's actually like one of my favorite photos is this one, the Friday morning support. Look at this one. This one's freaking sick. This one right here. It's sick. watch my video, Children in a Big City. Those flicks. You know, homies at the CTA, at Chase, Plaza. You know, just kind of fucking around. Yeah, that's how you make a photo book. Also, gang, I just want to add, thank you so much for the fucking love on that video of me talking to the camera. There's hella love on there, and I appreciate that, cause oh my god, that just blows my mind that people relate and kind of get it, and you know, can lay down some advice. I appreciate that, all y'all. And it's more of y'all commenting, showing love, and subscribing and liking, and that blows my mind, bro. I literally was like ecstatic. I look at this shit and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm in shock. I did not expect that. But like y'all saying, it's just that divine timing. And I'm here for it. And yeah, we just gotta stay consistent. So that's love. And that's crazy because I just recorded this video of me talking to a camera like this, and it got that kind of feedback. And in the past couple of days, you know, I've done some reflecting and some, you know, we're optimistic about that future. And I just gotta keep applying this creative mindset that I have just naturally to everything I do. Just how I talked about the other day, yesterday. And just keep creating and be spontaneous. And it's crazy. It's crazy. That's crazy! Anyways, watch me do this tech tray flip. Butter! Butter! It's because like I feel like I've had for the longest time. I've had the idea of what I need to create, but it's like such a vulnerable place that like I'm scared to record into the camera. I've never done that shit before.
Like that dialogue of just with your it's a camera, which is an audience, but it's actually just you talking to yourself.
Right, it's just me, right, and that's the whole like
in a different like speaking.
And I've always been just fearful of that because I've never really accepted that, even though that's what feels the most natural.
And I think that's why that video that you posted had the effect that it did, is because that was your truth, and that was very vulnerable, and that was very truthful of you to post and to say.
Yeah.
That's fucking hard, because the only way to get better at it is to keep doing it.
Right.
And so it's like, well, fuck. It's just like.
Because it's like, yeah, it's a pursuit of a video, but it's also the pursuit of like the relationship I'm having with myself at the same time. And so it's fucking